Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today we are back with another Before You Summon today for the brand new LR Goku and Frieza that yet again is coming to both versions at the same time. The whole thing that sort of started the Before You Summon series here on the channel is that I eventually started playing the JP side, had some experience with obviously the banner, had some experience with the units, had some experience with building the teams, taking on the events and all of that. And so I decided to start making sort of these videos that compiled all that into a nice sort of short sweet package for you guys to consume before you hop in and start doing everything and all the new stuff. But again, we're here, just like the Transforming Goku and Frieza, talking about it before you summon, before it's happened on either version, which is actually really cool. And it's awesome that it is happening on both versions, and it's not sort of the just like tragedy that was SSJ4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron. LR Goku and Frieza are releasing with their leader ability, or at least it appears to be that way. So that is just absolutely fantastic that both versions are getting this just crazy treatment. So a couple shout outs before we actually hop in and start doing today's Before You Summon. One to Kowai, as well as iSeriously and Team Dokkaner, because a lot of the information sort of kind of came from them. So links to all their Twitter accounts will be down below, as well as to DBZ.space, because some of this stuff we wouldn't be able to see without Renzi's DBZ.space. So shout outs to all of those. Let's hop in. So what is it Before You Summon? For those of you that maybe are new here, we talk about the unit, we talk about the banner, we talk about what it takes to awaken them. There's a new part that won't actually affect this particular one that I had a lot of suggestions from you guys. I'm going to start adding into these, and then we're going to talk actual team building for these guys. So it's all happening in today's video. Let's get started. So first up is the actual unit itself. We were taking a look at it just of course in its LR state. They are an LR on a legendary summon banner with 12 characters. We'll talk about that in a moment as well. But they are the strongest unit in the game. I feel like there is literally no sort of arguing this. They are absolutely ridiculous. Their leader ability is representatives of Universe 7. Category key plus 3 HP attack and defense plus 177%. For those of you maybe have missed that, yes, it is not sort of a decline, right, where it's like 177, 177, and then maybe 150, or 177, 177, maybe 130. No, it is 177% across the board to HP attack and defense. Then they also offer tech key plus 3, HP attack defense plus 90%. So I was already starting to kind of think around that when I was kind of building out the team building aspect of this, and we'll get to that in just a sec. So anyway, their super attack, of course they have 2 because they are an LR. They have a 12 to 17 key, which causes colossal damage to enemy and lowers enemy's attack, which it comes and sort of is a big part of their kit, which we'll talk about again in just a moment. Then they have an 18 key, obviously, which is their ultra super attack, which deals mega colossal damage and lowers enemy attack and defense. Now, their passive is just absolutely ridiculous. Again, like I said, I feel like it's undisputed. These guys are the strongest unit in the game. Their passive is when attacking, own attack and defense plus 77%. Add an additional attack plus 77% performing an ultra super attack, and if the opponent has already had their attack lowered, add an additional plus 77%. So you're going to see some pretty ridiculous sort of damage output from these guys. They are going to be just ridiculous. I've already seen some people that had some private server stuff up and using them, and they were doing like consistently 4 to 5 million damage with like no issues, right? And like actually outputting 4 to 5 million damage, not just, oh hey, the attack stats at 4 million, my output is like sitting at, you know, 2.2, right? It's kind of like saying a car has 600 horsepower, but to the rear wheels only has like 450. You know what I mean? It's kind of that similar thing. So it's very cool to see these guys doing so much damage. Again, it's not that big of a deal. It's a single player game. I'm not too concerned about a unit being super OP or anything like that. And another cool thing about these guys, before we hop into their links and everything else, is that they are, not that you need it, but they are sort of the advantage point to the Jiren event. But now that I've sort of played it out a little bit more now, it's kind of, well, it's really easy. It's definitely nowhere near as hard as some of the other EZAs. You get to stage 30 and you're expecting some major difficulty, and it's really nowhere near, not even comparable to anything else. But the other point of the thing is you're able to get to level 999, and they're actually offering you rewards up until that point, and they're kind of sort of like trying to get people to go that far, so it's, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so links on these guys are Over in a Flash, Experienced Fighters, Rival Duo, Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. And the categories have been on a Universe Survival Saga, Representatives, a Universe 7, the branded category that they are leaders of, and Full Power. Now, the one thing that I was asked to add into this was if a unit that we're covering in the video has a farmable super attack, and in this case, no, at least not right now. And I don't foresee them doing it anytime soon, if ever, because it is a combo Goku and Frieza card, so you would inevitably need another Goku and Frieza card to raise their super attack. So no, these guys do not have a free-to-play super attack grind, at least not right now as of filming this video. And I would never foresee them having one similar to SSJ Goku and Vegeta. I don't ever see those guys having a farmable super attack. Of course, I guess their base form is still. I don't ever see them releasing a free-to-play Goku and Vegeta, but maybe we can come back to this video in like a year and we're like, oh, okay, they did actually do that. Now, to awaken these guys, it actually is separate because on JP, it actually takes more medals, and for 2, it actually uses events that we don't even have on the global side yet. So on the global side, to awaken them to their TUR state, it takes 35 of the new Goku event medals and 35 of the new Frieza event medals, the brand new events for the transformation Goku and, I think I just said Vegeta, but I meant Frieza. My brain, either way, 35 of the new Goku event, 35 of the new Frieza event, and then to take them from TUR to LR, it actually takes 35 UI Goku medals and 35 Angel Frieza medals. And of course, this is why they have Fierce Battle and they don't have, you know, not shocking speed, but they don't have Shattering the Limit or anything like that, is because they actually use exclusively Dokkan Festival style units. Where am I going right now with this? Dokkan Festival style medals. But then on the JP side, on the flip side, it takes 14 more medals total, because to get them to TUR is the exact same, 35 of the new Goku, 35 of the new Frieza medal events. But then once you get to their TUR state and you're trying to take them to LR, they actually take 21 UI Goku, 21 Angel Frieza, 21 Jiren, and 21 of the brand new 17 event, which actually equals 154 total medals, right, for them to go from SSR all the way to LR. And then over on the global side, it only takes 140 for them to go from SSR all the way to LR. So now that we've talked about the units themselves and they're absolutely ridiculous, let's hop into the banner. That is the banner, at least is what we are expecting it to be. And I imagine it is, because on the global side, they actually look like they're going to be the exact same banner, because on global side, we're actually getting Dispo, that physical rebrand, and that AGL Dispo as of the release of the LR Goku and Frieza. So it looks like this banner is exactly what we'll see on both sides. Now, some notable things here is that there are a lot of good units, right? Kefla, Kel, Caulifla, but unfortunately Topo, those units don't fit onto the actual category. That's the only thing that sucks about it. But now that we've seen the Universe 7 category, you maybe would want to rather have the opportunity of pulling your first Kefla or a Kefla dupe versus maybe some of these guys on this list down here. So the banner itself is not terrible. Some people brought it to light that this is just a legendary banner, no different than an LR Cell or LR Bardock, but they're including very usable units that I really didn't think about. So the banner itself is not great, right, when you compare it to, say, the Goku banner that has, you know, Tech Vegeta Blue, UI Goku, and the brand new AGL Goku. But the thing about it is in this case, it is not even meant to be compared to Dokkan Festival banner. And if you compare it back to, say, Cell's banner, this actually is a pretty big step up over that particular banner, or LR Bardock's banner, or nearly any of the LR banners that we've had. This is actually pretty good. You're getting the other sort of Batara lead with Kefla. You're getting a very good physical Kel unit, a very good AGL Caulifla unit. The AGL Super Saiyan God Goku, absolutely fantastic, especially after his Dokkan Awaken, and fits into the Universe 7 category. The Tech 18 and 17 are about to get their Dokkan Awakens on global as well with these brand new Tournament of Power story event, the finale. They get their Dokkan Awakens from that event. Both of them are units to not be slept on, fit in the Universe 7 category. And actually, Dispo and Rebrand both can sort of find their own uses within their own sort of teams, right? So it actually is a lot better. Once I had kind of stepped back, took a look at it, and I was like, you know what? You guys are actually right. So that is the banner, guys. Again, it's not really this has never really been a should you summon. Obviously, this is something where it's like, throw some stones at it, but at the end of the day, the units are absolutely insane. But is it really, at the end of the day, going to be super worth your stones? Possibly not. The likeliness of you pulling these units is so slim. I mean, it's literally 12 characters featured. So when it decides it's going to give you an unfeatured or featured unit, it's like your chance when it goes, oh, okay, we're going to give him a featured unit this time. like it's then gonna have to choose between 12 units, not the normal 6, 7, 8. Like as you add more units to that featured pull, the percentage of you pulling that unit just goes farther and farther and farther down. So you got to think about it that way. So for someone that maybe only ever throws in like 50 or 100 stones into a banner, 30, 50, and 100 and call it good, don't chase them. Never try and chase an LR. Trust me, from personal experience of spending like 7 months last year of never pulling an LR. Well, I ended up pulling an LR Broly, but still, of like almost like 6, 7 months of not pulling an LR. Trust, it can hurt sometimes. So anyways, my honest opinion on it is you're probably better off throwing stones in a Dokkan Festival banner if you're trying to build up your account. If your account that's already built, then you already know what you're doing, and you are going to probably throw your stones down anyway. That's my honest opinion on it. So now then, let's actually talk team building really fast. So the top image you're looking at on your screen is the JP side of the Universe 7 representatives, the Universe 7 category. The bottom picture is the global side. Some notable things that are missing here is the physical 17 as well as the Evolution Vegeta. Evolution Vegeta should be out like literally next on global. It kind of sort of got pushed back because it came out on JP right after Turles. The thing about it here is they released the Transformation Goku and Frieza at the same time on both versions, and then now this LR Goku and Frieza at the same time on both versions, inevitably pushing back the Evolution Vegeta a bit. So it should be out on the global side within like actually a month of this video releasing. So me personally, I'm just gonna tell you guys my team and my sort of setup. What I'm looking at on the JP side right now is inevitably the LR Goku and Frieza as the leader. I'm probably gonna run UI Goku, Evolution Vegeta, and then the 17. And the 17 is still, like, I say still like he's an older unit, but he's only a month and a half old. He's like a top 5 TUR. Like, he is so good. He helps out his team a ton, and he's just a really good unit. So those are my sort of 4 units right there. Now, when I was talking about the unit a little bit early in the video, and I mentioned something when I brought up their ability to boost tech types by Ki plus 3, HP attack, defense plus 90%. The reason why I mentioned that is because for the first time in a long time, matter of fact, I guess since these support units launched and we were running mono teams all the time, Tech TN has a huge argument to be on this team and actually be a main rotating unit, because for one, his passive of built-in Ki plus 3 HP, or not HP, but attack defense plus 40% already helping out the LR Goku and Frieza a ton. But the other thing here, he has Over Flash, also shared with the LR. He has Experienced Fighters, also shared with the LR, and Rival Duo, which Rival Duo is a really good link, not used by too many units, but attack plus 10% and defense minus 15% on attacked enemies. Like, whew, guys, it's kind of crazy to think that someone who doesn't even fit into the category, but is going to probably be a main rotation unit, because already Ki plus 3 in attack and defense plus 40% for the LR is awesome. But then you take into account his ability to link that well with the LR, he's probably going to be a main rotating unit. And then my final sort of selection of this for me personally will probably be the Tech Vegito, because the tech-based form Vegito giving attack and defense plus 30% to all allies, a great support unit, off-rotating unit, still going to link well with this team. And even though he's only getting 90% boost, I think that's going to be more than enough when the other 4 units I'm bringing are getting the 177% boost in the course of the Friend. So that's probably my setup. But to look at this team, though, you could easily run Angel Golden Frieza, even with his passive being down, still get very good results from him. He's going to be getting attack, defense, and HP plus 170%. He's going to hit like a monster. And even though he's decreasing allies by that minus 15%, it's not gonna matter that much. Like, you're still, him being in there is going to be better than, say, running, if you have him, like the SR Gohan or the physical SSB Goku or the tech SSB Vegeta. Now, looking at the global side, since we don't have the 17, we don't have the SS Blue Evolution Vegeta, I'm still going to want to run the TN and the Vegito. They're just great support units, and the TN is probably going to be a main rotation unit, which is seriously crazy to say. But looking at everyone else, my global team, for me personally, is probably looking like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, UI Goku, since I finally got him. Obviously the LR Goku and Frieza, and then like I said, Tech Vegito and the TN. And then for my final spot, I'm either going to be running Angel Golden Frieza, because again, like I said, I don't think his passive outweighs his ability to still tank really well, and also his sort of kit is just great to kind of synergize with this team. But on top of that, he just does pretty decent damage too. Like, my Golden Frieza consistently does very, very nice damage. The other ones, though, that I wanted to make arguments for here, as I've already made one for Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, is the 17 and the 18, because as you're already bringing the TN, and they're probably going to be off-rotating units, they're going to do some pretty decent damage because the TNF is a main rotation unit, and then you bring, like, say, the Tech 17. The Tech 17 is going to be getting the full leader ability from the LR, but then also getting a nice sort of passive boost from the TN himself on the rotations that they're there. And then when he's on those rotations, he'll still link up fine, he'll still do fine, and of course he gets those boosts whenever he gets orbs and everything else. So those are some of the major standout units. I'm very excited to run and try out these teams. I don't know if I've said this yet, but if you're new here, you want to be here for all the content. We're going to be doing summons, gameplay, assuming that I'm able to pull them, all those things. Consider going down there right now, hitting that subscribe button, joining the hashtag NanoFam today. Consider slapping the like button as well. That has been today's Before You Summon. I hope all this was helpful and beneficial to those of you that have watched it. I enjoy making these a ton, and you guys seem to enjoy them as well. And I love taking feedback. That's why we've added the new sort of noting in there, does this guy have a formidable super attack or not? So, guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix sign off, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.